Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we're talking about the full moon in Aquarius at 11 degrees for you, Aries, and your forecast for the next month, especially the next 2 weeks, what you can expect based on the astrology. Now, Aries, there are two main T-squares happening here. That's two big red triangles formed by two squares and one opposition in full-fledged effect under this moon, okay? So also, if you're an Aries ascendant sun or moon, then this vid is for you. Don't be like limited to your sun sign. Definitely listen for your ascendant and for your moon as well, Aries. Now, with that said, the second T-square, or the first T-square, is happening between Mars, your planet, okay, and your sign, okay? And that's pretty exciting. And that's engaging Mercury and Saturn. So Mercury's in your 4th house and Saturn is in your 10th house, okay? And so that's engaging your angular houses, Aries, in a big, bold way. That means that under this crazy, spontaneous full moon, you can expect big, bold results because angular houses deliver, okay? Those are the houses where things actually manifest after things like celestially happen there, after planets transit there. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the T-square happening between the full moon itself. So there's the full moon in Aquarius, but in order for the moon to be lit up, there needs to be a sun lighting it up, which is opposite it in Leo. So that's your 11th house and your 5th house, respectively. And that's making a crazy aspect to Uranus, which is in your 2nd house of finances in Taurus. So generally speaking, things are being shaken up for you at a big, bold level, Aries, and you cannot hide. Like, you cannot hide. Now, before I get into interpreting what exactly this means for you in your life, like where specifically can you expect this energy, Aries, be sure to subscribe if you vibe, because we are building tribe on the WizdomDropz platform. And I love Aries people. We need more of you. Come. Subscribe, join us, hit the notification button. Whoa! Build our evil empire. Just kidding, we're not evil, we're awesome. Build our groovy empire. Now, moving forward, the second and last announcement, Aries. I know you're not one for too long, so let's be quick about it. I have an astrology course. If you want to be a badass astrologer in 3 months' time, join us. Email me at WizdomDropz@gmail.com. If you want the skill set once for all, the wand in your hand, like, and it just like manifests like I am an astrologer, this is for you. If you don't like the BS and you want to actually feel empowered and feel confident, capable, this is for you. Moving forward, Aries. Thank you. Now, where can you expect all this to be happening in your life? Great question. You can be expecting this especially with the full moon energy itself in your networks, okay? Because Aquarius is at 11 degrees. That's a master number, mind you. Interesting, Watson. What does it mean? Well, master numbers are all about ascension and accomplishing something greater than. And you added the 11th house to you got an 11-11 thing going on numerologically. Ha ha ha. Say that 10 times fast. Mwahaha. Here's the evil empire. Just kidding. We like puns. We like cheesy things. But moving forward, though, Aries, you know, it's engaging as well that 5th house where the sun is. So you are feeling theatrical. You are feeling romantic. You are feeling engaged. You are feeling enthusiastic at this time, Aries, which is great for you. And Uranus in the 2nd house, though, that could be causing some issues around finances or some blessings, because you need ultimately square aspects and opposition aspects to make things manifest in the real world. That's the high vibe of a square or an opposition aspect in astrology. People always glorify like the sextile and the trine. Oh, they're so great. But what they don't really talk about is the fact that if you have nothing but sextiles and trines in a chart, nothing's going to happen. You're going to be a big fat lazy butt on the couch with a bunch of potatoes. What happened? You don't know, because you didn't have a square, you didn't have an opposition to get y'all a lot of fire under your butt. Like, get moving. You Aries know what I'm talking about. You got that fire all day, every day. Ha. Now, what I do want to point forward to you through this experience is that in addition to finances being tense, you could also find that you engage entrepreneurially in your finances, Aries. You as an Aries, ascendant, sun, or moon, are naturally inclined to be an entrepreneur. Uranus in the 2nd house is wakening up alternative forms of money making for you, okay? Also, you add the fact that there's a 5th house activation here, Aries. It's your passions, it's your joys, it's your romances. It's where you feel a romantic and fun and happy and light, like child, you know, like energy. That's the 5th house. And you add that Aquarius 11th house, your networks could really be coming through for you right now, some innovative ideas. There's Uranus energy written all over this full moon because Uranus is actually engaged in the T-square, also the Aquarius activation of the full moon itself. Now, we talked about that. Let's talk about another aspect, the other T-square that I talked about earlier briefly, and that's the Mars-Mercury-Saturn thing. That is your career all day, every day. That's another reason why I said it could be entrepreneurial activation for you, Aries. Pay attention to that, because the 10th house is where there's a Saturn retrograde right now, so you have been rethinking your career, you have been rethinking your trajectory, you have been rethinking, like, where am I really going at the end of the day? That's been on a lot of Aries consciousness out there, because Saturn is retrograde. It's asking you to go inward. It's 3 times as deep inwardly, so it's not like out in the world as much. It's more like thinking about, in your case, Aries, because it's in your 10th house, about how you're gonna go out in the world and do things, because the 10th house is a public house, but Saturn's internally reflecting there, if that makes sense, in opposition to Mercury in the 4th. So you're gonna be gleaning, I think a lot of Aries out there are gleaning a lot of wisdom from people in their home environments right now, people who are maternal figures, 4th house, people who are from your roots, where you grew up as a child, 4th house. 4th house is what's most deep and familiar and familial to us. So those people, those friends even, because Mercury is the planet of friendship, who are from those environments, aka the 4th house environments, from your home, your true home, not like just home now, wherever it is, which it could be that as well, Aries, but your roots home, where you came from home. Those people could be the source of brilliant ideas for you at this time that you decide you want to take action on, because it's in square to the 1st house Mars, and Mars is in your sign, 1st house Aries, so that's bringing you the energy, all the energy in the world that you could possibly need to accomplish and attack what you need to accomplish and attack, Aries, in order to manifest. And square aspects could have a little friction, a little tension. It might even, the idea, come through an argument or through a more heated conversation with these sorts of people, Aries. But at the end of the day, if you want to manifest something that's a big bold change and engage your networks in that process and your romances and your passion projects, 5th house, 11th house before that, okay, do it. You have the energy to do it, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. With that said, my friends, subscribe if you vibe. If you want to learn more about the astrology course I'm offering, it's WizdomDropz@gmail.com. I do readings that are available for booking right now if you want to join us. I'm doing a sliding scale, so if you're an Aries out there and you really want a reading with me and you just don't have a lot of money right now, I will honor that for you and just give you a reading for whatever you can afford. Isn't that cool? I know. Another reason to subscribe, because we're so cool. Now, with that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.